Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. Today, we're doing an update on PayPal's Loan Builder. Now, this will be a fixed-term small business loan ranging from $5,000 to $200,000 for first-time borrowers and up to $300,000 for repeat borrowers. No PayPal business account is required for this. I was approved for $52,000, and the best part is you can apply for this loan even if you don't have a business. You can apply for this as a sole proprietor. This loan is backed by WebBank. It's a soft inquiry to apply, and the funds can be transferred as soon as the next business day. That will be for applications that are approved by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on business days. So today, I'll walk you through the approval criteria and data points that you need to know to get approved for this loan. Now, this is technically an interest-free loan, but we'll discuss the cost and the breakdown and how high this loan will be to borrow money. That way you can decide strategically if this loan is good for you or it's not. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, just like before, PayPal doesn't need an introduction. We all know who PayPal is and we're familiar with this company. So let me tell you a little bit more about the Loan Builder. Loan Builder is a PayPal service that offers short-term business loans, which are technically interest-free, but don't think that free means that they're not going to charge you a lot, and I'm going to explain that later. But with this loan, the borrowers can repay a predetermined fixed fee with the borrowed amount. Loan Builder's short-term loan is unique to say the least. Instead of you having to pay monthly, it offers weekly repayment terms. This does make it a competitive option if you're in the market for a short-term small business loan. Unlike the PayPal working capital loans, Loan Builder does not require you to have a PayPal business account in order to qualify. And technically, you don't have to actually have a business. You can apply as a sole proprietor. But Loan Builder does have a higher borrowing fee, which again, we'll discuss later in this video. Let's start by talking about how Loan Builder actually works. Now, to apply for this loan, you will need to complete a 5 to 10 minute online questionnaire that will determine your business eligibility. However, you can apply for this as a sole prop and you can just use your social. Now, your application may take longer to complete if your identity cannot be verified, so just make sure that you're putting the same information that's on your credit report and it does match. Once the questionnaire is complete, you'll receive an estimated loan term, and that can be customized by adjusting your loan amount and the duration compared to the cost of financing. Now, I took a screenshot of my original estimate. It was $17,500. Now, after you submit the application, you'll receive a phone call to speak with the PayPal representative. They will confirm your identity, the amount that you're requesting, and the reason that you're requesting these funds. Now, this is a very easy, straightforward process. You don't have to make a lot of money to qualify. And once you select your desired terms and complete your application, if approved, you will be prompted to electronically sign a contract. It will also include bank instructions so that payments can be debited weekly from your business checking account. And if you decide to do this as a sole prop, it can be debited from your personal checking account. Now, I want to make this very clear. If you're trying to use this as a personal expense loan, I don't recommend it. It is way too expensive. Now, when I originally was approved for this loan, I had a predetermined amount of $17,500. When I linked my bank account, I was then approved for up to $52,000 based on what I had in the account. Now, remember, I said the Loan Builder rates are a one-time fee. So let's break down exactly what that looks like. Now, when I spoke with the PayPal representative on the phone, he broke down all the numbers for me and said I could borrow anywhere between $5,000 and $52,000. And these would be for terms as long as 52 weeks or simply put 1 year. This is a very short-term financing loan. You cannot do longer than 1 year. However, I would need to pay a one-time fee of $14,040, which would be included with the loan. Now, that came out to approximately $66,240 in total, with repayments of $1,273.85 per week. So basically, that's 27 cents for every dollar borrowed, or you can simply call this an APR of 27%, which is absolutely horrible. There are credit cards with better APR than this. Now, with that said, if this were a business investment, you could possibly double or triple your money. Then the 27% may not matter in the grand scheme of things, but this would definitely not be good for just a regular loan. Now, it is possible for you to pay this loan off with a one-time payment using your bank account, there is no early prepayment penalty, but it kind of doesn't really matter because they already baked in this fee on top of what you borrowed. So it doesn't really matter how soon you pay it. They're already going to get money off of you just based off of the total cost of this one-time fee. Now, if you did want to pay it off, you simply log into your Loanbuilder Loan portal account, you select the one-time payment tab from the top menu, and then you can set up that payment. And that's the reason why I would say this loan is fairly easy to qualify for, and we'll talk about how to qualify next. Now, to qualify for this loan, you will need to at least be in business for 9 months. So that just means if you're a sole prop, just make sure that you show that you started your business 9 months prior to whatever the current month is. Your annual revenue needs to at least be $33,300 or $2,775 per month. They will do a soft pull from TransUnion. However, it will not be a hard pull until you accept this loan. Now, PayPal doesn't actually disclose a specific minimum credit score. They only state that the loan builder requires a credit check because the loan is based on a full picture of your business. But in the past, they did have something that displayed 620 as the credit score. However, that's no longer advertised. Still, if you were looking for something where you wanted to actually use this for, let's say, business purposes, and you felt like you could take something like $52,000 and you can make 3 or 4 times that amount, then yeah, it might make a lot of sense, but that would take a lot of planning and strategy in order to execute properly. Now, before you apply for any credit product, you do need to have a clear picture of what's actually happening on your credit profile. That's exactly why Rising can be a very reasonable tool. It's an all-in-one platform designed to help you rebuild your credit in a more strategic way. With Rising, you can view your credit reports and scores all in one tri-merged report, and you can also identify negative items that may be dragging your profile down. You can also create personalized dispute letters through the Dispute Hub, and it also allows you to monitor bureau responses and build positive payment history. Beyond that, the platform also includes a personalized action plan with score tracking, goal tracking, fast guidance on what steps that you could take next, and some education around the factors of your credit score. It also includes credit builder accounts that can actually report rent and utility payments back 24 months, so it definitely can help increase your score in a very short amount of time. At the moment, you can access your credit report for $1 through their 7-day trial. If you would like to do so, a link will be down in the description. So if for whatever reason you didn't think you would qualify at that 620 credit score range, definitely check out Rising. There are some good options to boost your credit score on there, and then you can apply for this loan. With that said, let's take a look at the application. Currently, we are on paypal.com. I will leave a link in the description if you would like to go ahead and actually apply for this loan. Now, just like we said before, it's $5,000 to $200,000 for first-time borrowers and repeat borrowers up to $300,000, and no PayPal business account is required. So now let's click on check eligibility. Now, like I said before, you will be able to check your eligibility without impacting your credit. However, you do need to unfreeze your TransUnion credit profile in order for you to actually get pre-approved. Now, it will ask you for your legal business name, your first name, your last name, your email address, your phone number, as well as your primary loan purpose and how did you hear about this product. Now, when you enter the phone number, it should be a number that's verifiable with your personal record. So not your business phone number, your personal number. Next, you'll be asked to enter your personal information. So that's going to be your home address, your city, your state, and your zip code. Then it's going to ask if you're doing business under any other name. If you're not, then you can just click on no. And then it's going to ask, what is your business type? Is it a corporation, an LLC, a partnership, a sole proprietorship, or a nonprofit? Then you'll enter your total business revenue, your business start date, your number of full-time employees, your business industry, and then your sub-industry. And the last thing that you're going to enter is your date of birth, your social, and then your federal tax ID. And it even says here, enter your social security number if your business is a sole proprietorship or single owner LLC without a federal tax ID. And then you want to enter the percentage of the business that you own. And are you the controlling manager, which for most of you, you probably will be. Then you can click on agree and you understand. and also make sure that your TransUnion credit score has been unfrozen. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any other questions about this loan, then please drop that in the comments below. If you were approved, let me know how much you were approved for and if you decided to even accept this loan at all. I'm definitely interested in hearing about your ideas for your business or how you plan on using this in order for you to actually make money, and hopefully it does work out to your benefit. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and you guys have a wonderful day.